Lesson 5.6 is about an equation y equals mx plus b, and we are going to take a look at all of these graphs over here and their equations, which are here, and come up with the slope and the y-intercept for each one. So if we take a look at the equation y equals 2x plus 1, we are talking about this green equation right here. So that matches the green line. So the green line has a y-intercept where it crosses the y-axis, and that occurs right there. And that is at the number 1. So the y-intercept for the green equation is 1. Let's put that in our table. So the y-intercept is 1. And now we're going to take a look at the slope of that line. So we have the point that's right here, and then if I follow the line up, I can see that it goes through that point right there. So remember, slope is rise over run, so I'm going to rise 2 units, and I'm going to run 1 unit right. So it's up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. So the slope of that line is 2 over 1. And remember, we always write our slope in simplest form, which is 2. Let's move to the next line, which is y equals 2x plus 3, and that's the red one right here. So I'm going to follow this red line and see that the y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis, is right here at 3. So let's put that in our table. The y-intercept is 3. And the slope of the line, let's follow that line. So we're going to go, from here we're going to go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. So the slope of this line is also 2 over 1. And I'm going to simplify 2 over 1 to equal 2. All right, the next line I'm going to look at is the blue line right here. And it has the equation y equals negative 1/3 x plus 6. So I'm going to look at the y-intercept where it crosses the y-axis. That occurs at 6. Let's put that in our table. The y-intercept is 6. And then let's take a look at the slope. So from that point, I have to move down 1 and right 3. Down 1 and right 3. So since I'm going down, that means my slope is negative 1. And I go right 3. So that's a positive 3 on the bottom. So my slope is negative 1/3. The next line I look at is the black line here. That has the equation y equals x. So I'm going to look at where it crosses the y-axis. The y-axis crosses that black line at 0. So my y-intercept is 0. Now I'm going to take a look at the slope of the line. So from here, I move up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, etc. So my slope is up 1, which is positive 1, and right 1, which is positive 1. So it's 1 over 1. And 1 over 1 equals 1. So my slope is 1. The last line to look at is the purple line here. My y-intercept is 1. So I'm going to write that in my table. And then the slope of this line, I go up nothing. I don't go up anything. I go over 1, to the right 1, to the right 1, to the right 1, but I'm never going up or down. So my slope, I don't go up or down, so that would be 0 up or down, and I go right 1. So 0 over 1 is 0. Now we're going to make some observations about the slope, the y-intercept, and the equation. So if you take a look at all of these answers, 2, 2, negative 1/3, 1, and 0, we're actually going to just take a look at the top 3 there. You should notice that 2, 2, and negative 1/3 are all in the equation, and those numbers are the coefficient for the x. So what that tells us is that the slope is always the coefficient in front of the x. If we come down to this equation, the coefficient in front of the x, we don't see it there, but we do have 1x there. So I'm going to, in my equation, I'm going to add a 1 in front of this x, and that will show me that the slope here is occurring in this equation. In this equation, I don't have an x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in y equals 0x. Because I don't have any x's, it's 0x's plus 1. So you can see now that the slope 0 actually is in that equation. I just don't have any x's, so that's why it's 0. The next observation we're going to look at is about the y-intercept. So these numbers, 1, 3, and 6, all occur here in the equation, and that's the number that we're adding, 1, 3, and 6. If I look at the 0, I'm not adding anything here, so I'm going to go ahead and write in plus 0 so that you can see the 0 that I have for my y-intercept is what we added here. In the last one, the 1 is the 1 here. So that tells me that whatever we add is my y-intercept. The next, so the bottom part of our notes here have this very important equation that was in the title. That is called the slope-intercept form of the line. So you need to realize that the number in front of the x is your slope, which we call m, and the number that we add is your y-intercept, and that's what we call b. So for each of these these lines, you're going to find the slope and the y-intercept, and then you're going to write the equation of the line for each of the 4 lines. You're going to do these on your own. This graph shows the relationship between degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with the equation that this line is showing. So right now I'm going to put x, y, and x, y above each of my points. I'm going to call the bottom one right here, I'm going to call that my 1's. So I'm going to also add in my 1's here, x1, y1, and up here is x2 and y2. So I have my formula for finding slope. So it's y2, which is 104, minus y1, which is 32, over x2, which is 40, minus x1, which is 0. And now we're ready to simplify that. This equals 72 over 40, and that will simplify. Since 8 goes into both of them, I'm going to divide top and bottom by 8, and so I get 9 over 5. So my slope of the line is 9 over 5. So we're going to write that over here. My y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. It's right here, and they are nice enough to tell us that that is the y value of 32. So I don't have to do any work for that one. The y-intercept is 32. So the equation of the line is y equals, sorry, my line there, 9/5 is my slope, x, don't ever forget to put the x there, plus my y-intercept of 32. And that's the equation of that line. You have another one here that is very similar to the one that I just explained. So you are going to do this got it problem about temperature scales on your own. These last two problems are similar to ones that we have done on worksheets. So we're going to simply find the slope and the y-intercept given the equation, and then we're going to graph it. So first of all, remember that the slope is the coefficient in front of the x, and the y-intercept is the number that we're adding. Notice we're subtracting here, so I need to change subtraction. It's keep, add, opposite. So I'm going to rewrite that as plus -5. So that's what I'm going to start with. My equation is y equals 1/4 x plus -5. So my slope is 1/4. It is the coefficient in front of the x. And my y-intercept is -5. So I start by plotting my y-intercept at -5. And then from there, I'm going to rise 1 and run 4. So I put another point right there. I'm going to do that again, rise 1, run 4. So I have another point there. And remember, I could also go in the complete opposite direction. So I go down 1 and left 4. That would give me that point. Down 1, left 4 again. That's that point. And now I'm ready to connect the points with a line. Make sure you use a straight edge and don't try to do that by hand. And that is what the equation looks like on a graph. So now we have one more to do. I'm going to use a different color ink for this one. So here I have my slope of -2 and my y-intercept is 3. So let's write that down. My slope is -2, and usually I want to think of slope as a fraction, so I'm going to put that over 1. And my y-intercept is 3. So I start my y-axis on my y-axis at 3. And my slope is down 2, right 1. So I go down 2, right 1, and I put a point. Down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. I'm going to fill up the entire screen by moving in that direction. So I have a point here, go down 2 and right 1 again, and I continue that pattern, down 2 and right 1, until I run out of space on my grid. I also need to go in the complete opposite direction, so I would go up 2 and left 1, until I run out of room on my grid. And now I'm going to use my line, and I'm going to connect the points with a line, and then I'm done. And that is the end of our notes for today.